We're going to review how you can configure tools, use them on templates, and then record the tool usage on quality inspection tests. The first step is to configure the available tools that you have inside of your system. So these can be just generic text, or you can also be referring to specific tools. So for example, you could have an entry as simple as a caliper, or if you wanted to, you could list off your individual calipers. The choice is yours. You can also have tools that reference other parts of Business Central. And most notably, they can reference other items, fixed assets, or resources inside of Business Central. You can also require that the tool identification number, or the serial number, of that tool equipment is required to be recorded on the test. And we can do that with this required flag. We're going to see later in this video that when this is required, it's going to highlight the tool in a different color when the tool identification number is missing. So right now we're just configuring available tool options for the test itself. The next step that we need to do is we need to configure which tools we want to use for which measurement specification on the test. To do that, we're going to navigate to the Quality Inspector template. So we're going to open up our Quality Inspection template, and we will choose Bicycle Checklist. So in my scenario, I'm using a balloon or bubble style of template. And for my gear shift check, if I want to configure the tools that I want to use to validate that value, I simply click on Tools. I'm now going to be able to see and change the tools that I need for this specific step. So in this case here, perhaps I want to require that a caliper is used and a height gauge. You could remove it simply by unchecking, or in this case, we have a test that's already trying to use it, and then it doesn't allow us to remove it because we have a test in action with that recorded tool usage. Let's analyze our brake check tools, and we can see that we have a caliper that is also required as well. If we navigate to Tools here, we can see we don't yet have any tools. You can add a tool for this measurement specification, this field, on this template simply by clicking it. So perhaps I could use a height gauge. Or you can add an existing tool by using the list. So perhaps I could use a coordinate measurement machine, or I can choose one of the other tool types as well. Let's choose a height gauge. All right, so now we have tools available on our gear shift. We have some tools available on our brakes, another caliper. We have no tools configured for a visual well check, and we have one tool required for our handlebar alignment. Once you have your tools defined on those steps, you're going to see on the right-hand side a tools panel. So in this case, I have a tool recorded for my caliper and for my height gauge for this gear shift check. If I move to the brakes, I can see that I've also recorded caliper usage with that serial number. I can see for the visual well check there are no tools, and when I'm aligning my handlebar, we see that a height gauge is needed. If I were to choose record tool usage, I have the option to flag that I've used the tool and also specify the identification number. So in this scenario, I've already used this tool and I've defined which tool that I'm using. Let's record tool usage from scratch. Let's choose another quality inspection test. If we look down in the tool section, we're going to notice that the caliper section is highlighted as red. It's highlighted as red because we configured the tool to have identification required. So if we open up our tools again, this is the identification number required flag causing that red to occur. And it's occurring because we have not recorded the identification number for that tool. We also haven't used these tools on this test yet. There's two easy ways to record tool usage, depending on the device that you're using and your process. The first is when you're on the step itself. You can simply click Record Tool Usage, and you can check the boxes as you're using them. In this case, it's still flagging it as red because we still need to have an identification number. So I can choose serial number 3 for that caliper. We can now see on the fact box that everything's highlighted as good. If we move to our brake section, we're going to notice that the caliper used for this step is still unflagged. So you could also use Record Tool Usage here, and you could use this tool and track the identification number. Or, alternatively, you can just click on it or tap on it on your device. And in this scenario, where we have a tool identification number configured as required, it's going to prompt us for the serial number or the tool identification number. So I can put in serial 003, and it'll flag it as required and also track the identification number. So we'll see it as flagged and the serial number flagged. If I click on my height gauge, we're going to notice it's not red. It's not red because the identification number was configured as optional, but I can toggle it simply by clicking it. So I've used it, I have not used it yet. Or alternatively, you can simply choose Record Tool Usage and flag it as use this tool. This is how you can configure available tools inside of your system, configure those tools to be required for specific measurement specifications on your templates, and how you can record tool usage on your tests.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more great content, and remember to hit that bell icon to stay updated. See you in the next video.